Griff.
Ramsey, you gotta change. You gotta change this damn music, son. I'm like,
there was a time
we were on that show the other day, and this music, I was like, I need to go run 15 miles. This is damn elevator music, Ramsey.
There's a moment in that intro where it loops backwards, and you do like this number in it. You have to pay attention to it next time, Griff.
I don't know. I felt like I was going up to like the 40th floor in some hotel in Vegas or something.
That sounds
just waiting,
good.
going floor by floor by floor by floor. Ramsey, please, I request an edit.
All right, pause it. Let's start it from the top again. Now, what is going on, Cigar Club family? Welcome back to the February edition of our Box Drop Live.
Steve hates the music too.
Wow. What? Sorry, Pew. What did I do?
Because you like it.
I mean, I like the intro. The man put in hard work for it.
The intro is phenomenal. The music blows.
Well, way to start off us on a high note here, Griff. I don't know where to go from here. You've completely thrown me off.
We can only go up.
We can only go up from here with the elevator music. Great segue. What do we got going on here, Griff? What are you lighting up?
You know, I think I'm getting tired of these damn soft flame Bics.
Uh-oh.
It's just
take too long?
Yeah. I don't know why I started using them a while ago, but I might have to switch over to my torch. On smaller ring gauges, it's great. Anything bigger than like a 48 or so, it's too time consuming. But we're smoking the Villiger Cigar Club exclusive.
Yeah, baby. First ever.
I'm very excited about. Oh, the torch, so much better. My God.
It is. It just takes too long with a Bic.
My gosh.
Well, while you're getting lit up, welcome again, everyone that's joined in. Box Drop is where we are. It's a monthly live show where we discuss all things cigars. This week's episode, we're going to be doing some bad cigar smoking experiences that Griff and I have had, and we also want to hear yours as well in the comments. And we're going to be smoking the new Villiger exclusive, and I have grabbed a little Weller 101 or 107 store pick.
101.
Yeah, 101. I don't know where that came from.
Weller 97.
Yeah, could you imagine? But we got some great familiar faces here. Dustin Michael, what's up? Steve, what's going on? Rick Anderson, thanks for joining us. Good to see you. I want to know what everyone is smoking, whether you're smoking something from your February box or something from one of your previous boxes, or just whatever the hell you're smoking. We want to know about it.
Wow. Off the initial puffs, I think I'm going to like this.
We smoked this. What did we go down to Miami?
We were just talking to someone about it the other day.
September?
No, I was going to say November, but that doesn't sound, I don't know.
That's sometime last year, back half. It's amazing that it's already damn March.
Wow.
Sat down with Renee and Hector from Villiger Cigars and really didn't expect this project, but we're surprised at coming out of that conversation with an exclusive, and it is damn good.
I can get around this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, God, this cigar is flawless. Flawless wrapper. The secondary band, literally, is it attached or not? No.
No, it's
not.
one.
The secondary band looks like it's attached to the primary. Super
I
clean
gotta admit,
cigar.
not the normal color scheme for Cigar Club.
I love it.
But God, does it look good with that Villiger white, gold, and red.
This cigar in like November would be cool. I'd smoke it and drink midwinters and red and green
God, yeah.
and color scheme. Color scheme.
What are
La
you drinking? You didn't tell
Polina,
me.
spelled completely wrong. Reserva 710, can't get enough. Man, Steve, you really like that damn cigar. Should be working, but
both.
can't miss a live show with the FA4 or the TA4. It needs to be TA4.
It is TA4 now. Oh my God.
Tap.
This.
Tap 4.
I cannot tell you the last time I had 107. Holy shit. That is such a good store pick.
I'm drinking, since you didn't ask.
No, I asked twice now. Thank you very much.
Oh, did you?
I did, but you know, it's okay.
I got 2 or 3 backups after this, so.
Ooh, good for you.
Little Henry McKenna. Great pour,
I have
always.
not seen that bottle under 50, and I refuse to pay anything more than 40. Which it's like, oh, sure, it's $10.
That's so annoying.
It's just fact of the matter that I refuse to.
And don't drink it.
Wait, to me?
No, I won't pay $5 more. I'd rather let it sit on the shelf.
Absolutely.
I see it. I can buy it.
No.
I can literally buy this bottle right now.
It's
but
principle.
by God, you are not going to take my additional $5. No, sir. You keep that bottle.
Damn straight. You damn
Some guy
straight.
walks in and buys fucking 5 of them and empties the store for 3 months. Then we'll do it again in 3 months. You'll walk in there.
$50, and I say, no, sir.
This needs to be $49, but it's $50. I'm out of here.
Exactly. There is bottles at $35 that I'd much rather pay for. I'd rather drink Fiddler.
I don't even know what these. I mean, these are probably $55 or $60. I don't know.
It's principle. I refuse to pay.
Oh, you're really showing them.
I am.
You are really showing
Damn
the
straight.
ABC stores of Alabama.
I'd rather support another company that has.
I thought
better
Alabama
valued
had
juice.
to be.
I don't see it in Alabama. I don't see it in Alabama.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. I'll see it in Georgia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm at a point. It's just like, granted, I don't need to buy anymore, but just
there's that too.
If I want it, and it's, I mean, honest to God, I purchased stuff from Unicorn Auctions at, double what it should be, but it's because I want it.
For sure. Will I spend over MSRP for bottles that I want? Absolutely, to a certain extent.
Well, it sounds like not.
For McKenna Bottled and Bond, $40 is my limit.
Well, good luck finding it for $40.
Griff, I would spend 41.
No, he wouldn't, clearly. I want to go into a store. I'll buy fucking 5 of them. Nope. This is $2.99 over. All right, I think I'm done ranting about.
I don't know if you've noticed, but Ramsey is still playing the music in the background, and I don't know if that's just to piss you off.
No, I can't even hear it. I literally cannot hear it. So
maybe I got something else playing. Maybe it's not just me, but I want to know. We got a question up. We got to know what's everyone's favorite cigar that they've smoked in their February box, or if you haven't had a chance yet, I'll even take January entries. I want to know what's been your favorite so far. He always plays it in the background. Well, it's only number 2, so I haven't noticed. For me, the Villiger's up there. However, the Casa 1910 Solidera, by far my favorite cigar that we brought out for February. Not only being able to reminisce on smoking it in November at the Casa 1910 experience, but be able to get those first before really anyone else. We had those prior to them announcing it at TPE. And so it was really cool to be able to get those in the boxes before anyone else. Yeah, Rob, I agree. There's nothing wrong with spending stupid money for sentimental purposes. But like, I think there's better bourbon out there. And so I don't necessarily need to spend marked up prices.
I mean, I would agree. 6 months ago, I was like, Henry McKenna is overrated. I probably don't agree with that so much anymore.
Like, for instance, ABC store had Blanton's the other day. And I think it was like 60. And I have a bottle, and I didn't even think twice about. Like, I was like, I don't need a bottle of Blanton's at 60.
Yeah, $60. I mean, I hate Blanton's, but I'll buy it just so it sits on the shelf because it looks good.
I have a bottle. Yep, I have a bottle that's sitting on the shelf, unopened, and I don't need another one.
Yeah.
So it's a little. I don't know. I'm different. But then when I'm doing the bourbon trail in a month from now, I'll I'll spend whatever the fuck I want if I want.
Well, you will, but you won't see anything as well.
No.
Oh my God, I'm at Old Forester. You can get 1910 here?
1910 and 1920? Yes.
I mean, that's
I will
basically
say, I will buy.
that's basically what it is.
We don't have New Riff down here in Alabama, so I'll come back with them. I really enjoy New Riff.
Yeah.
I'm not visiting the distillery, but usually I can find it no problem. Or at least I found it no problem when I was there last time.
I really like their picks, but yeah, it's fine. It's nothing insane, but it's $50.
Yeah.
I really like this cigar. I don't remember having it in.
We had a couple different options because I wrote it down. He gave us like three different blends. And granted, we smoked probably 6 or 7 cigars just with them, and then not including the 7 or 8 that we smoked prior to that. So
great flavor.
And
fantastic. I know Sam, but I think he picked up some more. I know he said he had some construction issues when he smoked it this week or last week, but this is flawless.
Yeah. Nothing. I just ash mine because I've been ashing on myself all day. Yeah. So throughout the episode, be sure to be active in chat. Ramsey in the background will be entering names into the Wheel of Destiny. So the more you chat, get your name in there, and we'll give away a 5-pack of our Villiger exclusive at the end of the show here today. But worst cigar smoking experiences. When Ramsey threw this in front of us, I really didn't have anything. But then just 10 minutes ago, I was thinking. Honestly, I think the worst experience I've had is anytime I smoke a Candela wrapper.
Yeah.
I've never had a Candela cigar or even a cigar that's like a barber pole with a Candela wrapper in it. It dries my mouth out. It just tastes stale almost. Like there's nothing pleasant to me about Candela.
We should do like some top rated Candela podcasts. Like
I think of
I don't even know what that would be, but
Romacraft, I believe, may have one. And then I think of like the Filthy Hooligan, the Shamrock barber poles that come out.
Or the Wasabi.
The Wasabi, yeah.
Which I've heard is good, but yeah, I don't smoke them, so I can't say that I even like them or that I don't, because I might, but to me, I don't think I would.
It literally, I could not imagine anything about that Candela wrapper that you would enjoy. It is just, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think that's a good, because we never talk about, I always forget about that wrapper in general.
Yeah.
These damn kids.
It's okay. I'm about to get.
Can you hear them?
Yes, packages. I can. They're balling out on a Thursday.
Yeah, I'm about to cuss them out. Can't they see what I'm doing here? They're always like, "Oh, you're in there."
I gotta get a package.
I'm like, no, I don't make TikToks. Rick Anderson. So Griff, it sounds like you're more willing to pay a markup on alcohol than a cigar. Is that a true statement? Yeah, I would probably say so. But here's a couple caveats. I rarely ever buy cigars, and I hate to say that, but it's just the nature of it.
Yeah.
If I, want a cigar at a brick and mortar, I'll obviously buy it myself. But compared to bourbon, I'm not getting free bourbon on a regular basis. So
no.
I would say yes, I would pay more for alcohol for sure. I'll also say when I go in brick and mortars, I don't ever see, and maybe it's just the several that I go to on a regular basis, they're not marked up. I mean, maybe $1 or $2, but then that just nets out shipping costs, in my opinion. So if it's $12 MSRP and they have it for 14, whatever, no problem. I'm going to light it up right there. So when I do purchase cigars for myself, stuff that, we don't do through Cigar Club, it's either on Fox Cigar or, all your retailers with free shipping, or maybe $1 or $2 over MSRP at a brick and mortar.
Yeah. I mean, I completely, I'm less inclined to spend more on a cigar than I would be for bourbon, which is not, there's not much room for that, but based off my previous statement. Yeah. But fortunately, for the most part, I don't see cigars marked up too much, which is great.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the super, super rare ones, or like a Fuente or Davidoff, would be marked up over MSRP, not necessarily them being maybe overvalued than what they actually are. But Gregory
Moles, welcome, joining Smoking the Hot Cake. Yeah, Phenomenal cigar.
Great cigar.
Rob Current, mine was just a few months ago. I smoked 2 cigars while in the hot tub, which is too long in a hot tub, but I needed help getting up the stairs and threw up 3 times following. I was trashed. Wow.
Were you? I'm going to make the assumption that you were also drinking in the hot tub, which is a deadly combination. But
Hey,
one of my favorite places to smoke.
Thanks. Sorry, go ahead.
One of my favorite places to smoke a cigar, although I could not imagine smoking more than one cigar in a hot tub, because at that point I am way too hot and I need to get out.
Yeah. I can't say I've ever done that. Granted, we don't have a hot tub. We were at a guy's trip a couple weeks ago in the mountains. They had a hot tub, but I didn't even go in it.
You say that. I'm
much
pretty sure I
work with
recall
carrying
a photo. There was like 8 of you. You said, "Oh, we forgot our."
It was a big sausage
LOL.
fest. Yeah, we all were planning on getting in and holding hands and singing together, but that didn't happen. So, shout out from San Antonio, Texas, Mr. Art.
Mr. Art,
Glad
welcome.
glad to have you. Wish I could light up one while preparing people's tax returns. Gunnar, are you a CPA or an accountant? That would be very helpful, and I would highly recommend that. We still have to do our taxes.
Ooh, I waiting to get my state back. I ate a lot on my federal, so that wasn't fun. But
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
This construction is flawless.
It's perfect. Yeah. All right, Mr. Art. You know, I can actually say I've never lit a cigar up after that.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. After.
I'm not going to go into detail before, during, or after. Yeah.
Macanudo mint cocoa. Have not had it. Shut it now.
First time hot cake. Yeah, hot cake is a great cigar.
Yeah, hot cake is one of my. I mean, God, I don't honestly think I could rate HVC cigars in my opinion. I'm gonna get a couple boxes of the selection number 1 natural that he just dropped, though.
I saw that.
Same sizes as the selection number 1 Maduro, so I'll probably do the Enciales, the 5 3/4 by 46.
Sounds about
48.
right.
I don't remember. I think that natural is going to be.
I'm very excited for that natural. Yeah. You know what? You're going to kill me for this. I have still not smoked the Essential, the original. It was a Maduro.
Selection number 1. Yeah.
Yeah. I still have yet to smoke it. It's literally top of the humidor to smoke. And I don't know why I keep not.
Because you're smoking all this other crap that you buy that's not good.
What am I smoking that's not good? Anything that's not HVC?
No, that Davidoff you had earlier this week.
You know what? I will give it to you. That cigar tasted great, but it was more trouble than it was worth.
You don't say.
I got some bangers right here. We've all seen it on the Discord.
I know. I was going to comment when you posted. I'm like, yeah, you got 15 cigars that you'll smoke one of. By the time you went to the cabin, you packed like 90 cigars and didn't smoke one or something.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm down to 2, 4, 6 out of 11. Thank you very much. I've made it a concerted effort to smoke them this week, and I probably won't smoke another one the rest of the week.
Really? Not tomorrow?
No, it's going to be terrible weather tomorrow. I'll be setting up for the party. And then Saturday, the issue is I have people come and spend the weekend. So I'm not just going to dip out for an hour and a half and go smoke a cigar outside. But if we are playing beer pong in the garage, I will definitely be smoking a cigar in the garage.
Oh, especially if it's
1,000%.
I mean, there's no, yeah. Y'all should have a storm party. I think tomorrow I'll go to Waffle House. I think I got to take off from smoking.
Yeah, today's really this is now Griff and I's 3rd cigar today. We shot a podcast before this one, which I don't know if that'll be next week or the following week. And then I had a cigar this morning. I'm on number 3. I've been doing 2 or 3 a day. Like, I know the weather's been nice, mid 70s, and I know it's probably 3 weeks away before it's 85 plus every day.
I know.
And
you got to get them in.
I know. That's exactly what.
Have a GR88 tonight with a couple foolproof picks, which should be a good time.
Pan Caliente, still probably my favorite cigar. Yeah, Rob, that's a fantastic. I think that might be one of your favorite HVC cigars, Griff.
Pan Caliente is always a hitter. I just, it's so weird. That cigar I always associate with the beach. Take it on the beach. It's fucking awesome.
That's great.
Anderson Man. I had the 2019 cigar of the year, the Aging Room. I watched
Okay.
reviews absolutely trashing that cigar, and I loved it. Probably one of my top threes. That's awesome. That's the
Yeah,
thing. Like, it's so subjective. It's just people's opinions. No one has, even master blenders palates could be, the complete opposite of what you enjoy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm speaking to the choir. I get on here all the time and talk about how much I don't like Padron, but people love them, and it's a cult following. So it's just not for me.
And that's what I do a lot with, whether it was cigars originally and still is a little bit, but more so with like spirits, is I'll find someone whose palate tends to be similar to mine, in the sense of, cool, this guy likes this cigar or whatever, I do as well, and he didn't like this one, and I didn't as well. And once you find someone that's similar to your taste, you can usually rely on their opinions as far as what they like, what they don't like. Because like you said, Griff, it's also subjective, and not everything's going to be for everyone.
Yeah.
Mr. Art, happy early birthday. Mine is on Saturday.
38.
So
wow.
Right behind you. 4 years behind you, though.
How old are you turning, Pew? 39?
34, baby.
Wow.
Rough looking 34.
How was
Heart
the 30
of,
transition?
18.
Was that scary?
No,
Really?
it was fine for me. Bailey
I
was
didn't think
fine
I'd
at
ever be
30.
nervous about it, but I kind of am.
When she turned 31, she that's when it hit. She started having random issues pop up, and so 30 was fine.
I don't know. It's something. I don't know. I've been in
What,
this
28?
I've been 24. I've been in the twos so long. I'm just kidding. I
know you are.
The three is kind of a big thing, which I never thought. I mean, a couple years ago, I'm like, people that get weirded out about these damn dogs. It's a freaking madhouse out there. I was like, several years ago, I'm like, when people get, concerned or nervous or like, whatever, when they turn a birthday age, it's, come on, give me a break. And now I'm in that boat. Okay.
The way that I look at it is, as long as I continue celebrating and being exciting for my birthday, then I'll never look at it. You do
a big thing for your birthday. I'm not so much. I mean, I'll tell people it's my birthday, but just to get something out of them. But I don't do much more than that.
Yeah, I don't know. The day that I stop looking forward to my birthday is I think when I'm officially like old. When you're like, oh God, I'm turning another year, whatever.
I don't know. I can't wait to when I'm older and just be a complete douche.
Oh, Clint Eastwood sitting on the front of his lawn and whatever movie that was.
I mean, because granted, I was not in a war and I didn't serve this country, but I've done my due diligence. I've held doors for people. I've donated.
You've done your
whatever. So give me a break. When I'm older, I'm going to be. I say that. I actually might be a pretty nice guy. I don't know.
What I'm picturing is the sweetest grandpa in the world. You've got about 40 grandkids because you and Meg were spitting them out. I
don't think that's going to happen, but you're already yelling at neighborhood kids.
He's ready. He's got it.
I mean, to my defense, these kids, I let them get away with murder around here. They come in my driveway. The guy was right here. I could have touched him. And they just
give
play.
Him a stick.
I'm like, get the hell out of here. We got a whole cul-de-sac. So that's why I said something, because he was right here and I was worried about his health and with the smoke, of course.
You will start, when you hit 30, you will start to randomly have dumb issues that pop up.
Well, I pulled a muscle the other day walking, if that tells you anything.
That's pretty much it.
Granted, I power walk and I walk mostly every day 4 miles or so. So
what?
That's cut me a break. My brother's giving me so much. She's like, you're telling me you have an injury from walking? I'm like, look, I power walk. Okay. This is something different. Well, I'll bust out a mile in, 14 minutes or so.
It's a great power walk.
Yeah, it's a strong walk. It's a strong walk.
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago, post Christmas, bending over to pick up an empty box, pinched a nerve in my back, went to the ground, wreathing in pain. And Bailey looked at me and she's like, that was empty.
Yeah. I got out of bed the other day and pulled my back. Getting out of bed.
Yep.
I was down for the count for the week.
All right. Well, congratulations. You went from 24 to 28 to 30 in a mere
day. I mean, I feel like I'm already there. I feel like I'm in decent health though. I mean, I could lose some weight for sure, as we all could, and I could, probably run more than walk, but
life's too short. If you're miserable, why do you want to live longer if you're miserable? Enjoy your life, however long it may be.
Shorter breath, one day closer to death. Just got to keep living, enjoying life, smoke cigars, and enjoy the moments. That's right, man.
Rick gets it. That's what I'm saying.
I'll cheers to that and pour another one.
I said I wasn't going to, but you get that first sip of liquor in you, and you're like, sure.
I know the problem for me though is if this ends in 30 minutes, I've got 2.5 hours until we do our bourbon. We call it something. What the hell do we call it? Bourbon. Not a group, but it's
You guys got like matching T-shirts and Glencairns?
No, it sounds a lot more exciting and hyped up and fancy than it is. Sessions, we call them bourbon sessions. Yeah, we got a bourbon session tonight. Really advanced shit.
Good. What are you bringing?
Weller Full Proof store pick. So, what now?
I would love, a sample of that made its way to me somehow,
Well, I can't legally ship to Alabama, so my lesson, Griff, please tell you, Steve, you're already fucked up. Please tell us that you don't pump your arms past your shoulders when you. I don't know what I do, Steve. I think my arms kind of stay down by my side, but unless someone's filming me, I don't know what my posture looks like. I probably look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame because my posture is horrible. But
do you grab a little 2-pound weights, little pink 2-pound weights as you hit it? No.
I think sometimes I've got my phone in my hand and I'm just walking. But at a very
do you have a cigar at all?
God no, I'm smoking at soccer fields. There's thousands of kids nearby. I wear my tube socks and tuck in my shirt.
You do. That, yep. I could picture this. All right.
Tuck in my shirt and show my, to be honest, I lived a crazy life in my 20s. Nothing short of a miracle that I wasn't killed or in jail. Wow.
That sounds like college for me. I did sounds
like an interesting
dumb shit in college.
My college days were not that exciting.
The binge drinking in college was a bit excessive. I will. Yeah. Steve's good to go. I like you've got a great Thursday here.
Steve's already sleeping in the shed, probably.
You kidding me? Smoking inside. I saw his post the other day.
That was in his shed.
Was that the shed?
Yeah. The
Looks
shed
like a damn living room.
I know. It's got drywall. It's got like leather couches. It's might as well be his living room, but
shit, he needs to come build one of those for me. He's almost there, Griff. He's almost there. Give a couple more things.
Yeah, he's going to lock that door. Rick Anderson, hey, and to be fair, you're part of that. I look forward to every Tuesday morning when I can turn on the podcast and chill with you guys for a while. It's part of my Hey, we really appreciate that.
Rick, we appreciate that. Thank you.
We're just a bunch of idiots, but
it's true. I got in the car yesterday, and weirdest thing, and I don't think I've had it before. I get in the car, and Bailey's listening to the Tequila podcast that we do.
Oh, wow.
And I walk in, and it took me a minute. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, that's me and Griff. This is weird. Immediately had to turn it off because it was, I don't know. I still haven't gotten.
Well, I told you on this last podcast, for those that are listening, obviously didn't hear it. A long friend from high school messaged me on Instagram, and more or less he's like, hey man, found you on TikTok, or you came across my For You page or whatever on TikTok. And I'm like, holy shit. And he's like, yeah, I'm just trying to get into cigars, but I don't really know what to start. And I'm like, wow. That's
wild.
It's great to hear from you. Where are you? Catch up on life, whatever. I was like, all right, I'll send you a box of stuff and you can start smoking through it and figuring out what you like, what you don't like. And feel free to just, if you don't like it, just toss it. But Athens, Greece, Michael.
Yeah, Michael, welcome. What time
I was in Athens. I was in Athens. When the hell was it? A couple of years ago. For my wife's dad's family reunion, which sounds super bougie, but
it really does. Oh, we just had a reunion in Santorini, Greece. No big deal.
Yeah. But we were in Athens for the day, and of course did the Acropolis,
awesome.
And all the tourist stuff, which was amazing. And then we went to Mykonos for the week. So
11:30. Damn, he's almost in tomorrow.
Yeah, you're almost into Friday.
You're almost into Mr. Hart's birthday.
No kidding. Would go back in a heartbeat. Would go back in an absolute heartbeat. It just took,
certainly a bucket list.
45 hours to get there. But
have y'all had a midlife crisis yet? That's a great question.
Well, what's midlife these days?
I don't know. We're living longer these days.
If I can live to 85, I'll be happy.
Yeah, as
85 is a good number. I don't want to die, but I could die tonight.
Jesus Christ, Griff.
I mean, hell, the heart attacks scare the shit out of me. People, perfect good health, go to bed, they don't wake up. Granted, if I want to die, that's how I'll die in my sleep, I hope. But heart attacks are insane.
That is true. I don't think I've had a midlife crisis. 2 years ago, actually, 2 years ago yesterday. Thanks for congratulating me, Griff, on my 2-year anniversary with Cigar Club. Really appreciate your support and
you've been holding this
mentioning that. And yeah, I've been, it's been building up. I was going to drop a comment today, but I didn't. Hello, Miss Bailey.
I see.
But that was a little bit of a midlife crisis, changing jobs after 10 years and finding new employment. They're a little bit there.
I apologize for that.
But it's okay.
I don't. You and I are different in that regard. I don't think twice about anniversary dates for work. These fucking kids with this bike. So I apologize. I saw it, but I didn't connect the dots of like, oh, I should probably like congratulate him. Although I'm like, there's nothing to congratulate him on. It's not like he's gonna get fired. So,
is this how I find out?
Yeah, congratulations. It was a painful 2 years, and you've been
2 years and 1 day. You're out.
You've been borderline getting close to getting canned, but just got my hands on the Agape cigar. Only got it because Agape means love in Greek. Feud cigar. Have you tried it?
I have one. I have not smoked it yet.
What the hell is it?
It is. I'll pull it up for you. It's like a pink or purple and gold band.
Can we call it and talk?
Great explanation.
We don't have the technology yet, but it's something I've asked for. Maybe down the line we'll figure that out, and we can have some people come on for a couple minutes and
that'd be fun.
Comment or curse us out or whatever you want to do.
I'm going to drop this.
Yeah, I've never heard of the Agape. Am I saying it right?
Shit, I would have said Agape. Oh. No, I have one of these. I don't think it's I'm going to continue with Agape. I think I have the Soprego in my humidor. Yeah, that's the one.
Jeez, beautiful website.
Yeah, gorgeous looking cigars. I've seen these popping up on Instagram everywhere. I don't know if they're new or just a good marketing push by them. But I've heard nothing but great things about it.
Yeah, can't say I've had it.
Thank you, Rick.
All. That is those are really good looking cigars.
Yeah, if you ever want a video, Steve did a wonderful videos last year or the year before. Drop them in the Discord and we'll certainly play them, whether you're smoking a cigar or shooting the shit, whatever it may be. Listen to the podcast. We'll definitely play them.
Send a video in the Discord of who you like more, me or Pew.
Oh, it's definitely you. I'd even vote you.
No,
for sure. That power walking stance.
Power walking stance.
I'm trying to get Steve over the edge. All right, I know he's close.
How I walked in Vegas is my power walking.
Oh, I'm right there with you then. Get the fuck out of the way.
Well, let's go to the soccer fields, and that reminds me a lot of different symbols and imagery, but it reminds the way they break it down is just like Davidoff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I love the way Davidoff breaks that down in the thirds with the tasting notes for each third.
Yeah, it's really, really clean. Remember, an expensive cigar isn't always. Oh, you're preaching to the choir.
Yep. Yeah, that's Griff. You should get that tattooed on yourself.
Yeah. If I have to pay more than $10, I'll complain. Although I still do. But
Rob, great question.
To name a cigar.
That's a great question. Because we're still finalizing names for some of the customs for this year. But really, it's whether it's a story from speaking with someone as we're blending or the manufacturer. Usually, probably about a month. We'll come up with several different iterations. And then kind of just vote, unanimously between each other of which ones we like best. Campina, the February customs.
Campina
came relatively quickly, and then the April customs came to me when we were back in November.
Yeah, it's really just depends on the cigar, honestly. Current. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's a bitch.
What growing region you think deserves more respect or attention? Costa Rica, Peru, as examples. I think Costa Rica for me.
I think Dominican Republic for me. You
still
talk about all the Nica Criollo and the Corojo and the Jalapa. There's so many segments of Nicaragua.
Yeah.
And Dominican filler.
It's just Dominican. Jesus.
Did you hear that?
I did. You sound like you crashed a bottle.
I felt like my chair just broke.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. There's so many. You could hone in so precise on regions of Nicaragua. I was literally crazy question, Rick. I was talking to Bradley this morning about that because we were talking about undisclosed, and I was harping on my thoughts on that. But when it comes to Dominican Republic tobacco, it's DR for the most part.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Costa Rica and Peru for sure. I mean, those are, I think, up and coming regions that some manufacturers like Lampert and Castagli are tapping into, and they're very expensive. But, ordinary, I don't want to say ordinary in a derogatory term, but brick and mortar cigars coming from the Dominican Republic, I wish they took a deeper dive into regions specifically.
Yeah, that's actually, I was thinking Nicaragua and Dominican being the two staples of growing regions. So I didn't even think about the dissection of those Dominican regions like you have out of Nicaragua. For me, I think it's Costa Rica, like you said, Lampert, Castagli, and then Rick. I'm a huge fan of Atabey. Griff, I don't think he's had one, but I know the price point's probably the price point and profile of Atabey don't mix well with Griff, so it would never be really anything that I think he would gravitate towards. But I think it's a fantastic smoke out of Costa Rica.
I missed one. Sorry for missing you guys. Have you smoked a Sweet Jane? Horrible.
I have not. I have not had one. I stay away from any infused cigars, flavored cigars.
Yeah, not for me.
Just not for me. Bailey loves them, so whenever at a brick and mortar, I'll go in and grab her whatever infused cigar looks good, or if she's looking for one.
Steve, there's a time and place for infused cigars. They're not for me by any means. Steve would be a great name for customs. We had a horrible blend we were actually thinking about calling Steve, but it was too bad to even ask for them to put into production, so we passed on that. But shout out to everyone in the live chat. Yeah, thanks, guys. If you haven't liked the video, please do. Appreciate the engagement. Otherwise, this gets pretty boring.
And to that point, everyone engaging in chat, your name is being entered into a giveaway that we'll do at the end of the show for a 5-pack of, I don't have a band on mine, but the Villiger exclusive that we're smoking right now.
This is very good.
And be sure to like us on Instagram, Facebook, join our Discord if you're not part of it. And then also TikTok. Ramsey's been doing an absolutely killing over at TikTok. He showed us some of the videos that he has put together that'll be releasing over the next several weeks, and they are killer.
I'm surprised Asia isn't a huge region for growing tobacco. I never hear too much about like Japanese cigars, or this is tobacco from Thailand. It's amazing. And yeah, it's true. Yeah,
are there growing regions
for me? Even like Costa Rica and Peru are new to me within the past year.
I agree.
I think maybe they've obviously been used for years and years and years, but they were marked as undisclosed. And now I think the door is opening up a little bit, and people are excited to smoke stuff coming from those regions, rightly so, because it's actually very unique and quite good. But it's a good point. I don't know enough of that whole region to develop, a true thought.
And I think with the pricing of Habanos over the last year, we're starting to see a large influx of non-Cuban cigars reach the European markets. Asia is still it is the largest market for Habanos. So I think that might be part of the reason why we don't hear a lot of Asian growing regions, is because they're smoking Cubans. But I suspect over the next several years, we're going to start to see more tobaccos, different growing regions start to come out as the non-Cuban market grows for the entire world.
Yeah. Hoya, Antonio CT, or Perdomo Champagne? Hoya for me.
Hoya for me as well. I grabbed Perdomo Champagne 10th anniversary, I think is it. After hearing great things about it, I grabbed the Churchill. It just didn't do anything for me. I wasn't excited about it. Much rather have.
I'm getting so picky these days.
Hoya.
I mean,
Josh,
I've always been somewhat picky, but it's like, if it's not doing anything for me, with honest to God, I told you and Alec when we were having that podcast about Typewriter, I'm like,
yeah,
the first couple puffs, I mean, I'm just gonna.
I almost threw out that Davidoff the other day. That's if it wasn't for the amazing flavor that I had every once in a while, I would have tossed it because it was a pain in the ass. But it was $30, and there were some great notes coming through. So I stuck with it.
4.5 or so.
Yeah, I think maybe a 5. I mean, it was a Perfecto. I said it in Discord. I think if that cigar was like a 5.5 by 52 Toro Robusto Extra, it would have been amazing. I mean, the tobacco in that cigar was phenomenal, and I was disappointed in the size that they did it with. Yeah, I just Nicholas, I wanted to like it. The lot 12s or 13s that Perdomo has are great. You know, golf cigars is what I particularly think of that blend. So I wanted to like the 10th anniversary champagne. It just didn't do anything for me. TA4 fam. There it is.
Why the fuck are we still fighting with Cuba? It's some JFK shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I would certainly love the ability to buy a Cuban cigar once in a while. I've got one lined up. I got a Partagas lined up here. Hopefully Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that. But it's not worth the cost for me. There's too many good cigars out there to be dropping $150 on a Cuban cigar.
And it's just like, but it's not even that. It's just the profile. Yeah. I mean, it's a consistent profile. I'll give you that much. You know, there's no such thing as, you know, comparing Cuban cigars to Nicaraguan cigars. Cause there's, I mean, you know, into spectrum on Nicaraguan cigars, but I mean, nothing against people that like Cuban profiles. To me, it's not me whatsoever. Yeah. And then, you know, like when we smoked the Cohiba, whenever that was, and you know, you could buy them online for close to $500. I'm like, give me a break. I mean, this is outrageous.
Yeah, I agree. And now, and that's to say though, I enjoy the Cuban profile, but it's, and I get a little bit of that with the Atabey. The GR88 is very, for an abused word, Cuban-esque.
Oh, there's plenty of cigars that are Cuban-esque, but even better. You know, it's complex. It's got spice. It's got cream. It's got transitions. So it's so funny though that we sometimes say that. You know, some Sereno cigars. You know,
Wayfarer for me.
Could, you know, Bygone could be considered. A lot of cigars could be considered Cuban-esque, but when you really think about it, in my opinion, it's like it's what you want Cuban cigars to taste like. Yeah. It's not what they taste like, in my opinion. But again, it's all whatever the word I'm looking for is.
What cigar comes to your head that reminds you of eating a milk chocolate bar? For me, Familia.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because I was going to say 84 Maduro. Yeah. Rodriguez 84 Maduro, but milk chocolate bar.
84 Maduro is a really good answer too, though.
84 Maduro from Rodriguez Selection Viejo, which you cannot get. One of my favorite all-time cigars. That probably should have been on my list last year. In the 84, or in what did you just say?
Familia.
Yeah, Familia.
Yeah.
Which I have.
Have you smoked those?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you smoked it yet?
The one you gave me, but I need to wait.
I know. I have one left. I think I had 2, and I gave you 1, or I had 2 maybe, but.
Yeah, I should have incorporated a couple extra bundles. I just wasn't expecting it to be that damn good.
I know, right? Joshua, Makasso. That's another good one.
Yeah, Makasso.
I mean, it's like he's setting us up because if you haven't smoked that cigar, we have them on our site under the Vault collection.
Honest to God, I'd buy the rest of Durham stock.
Yeah, that one's a
That
great
blend, I
cigar.
think, is my favorite customs to date.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh God, it's so good.
that's on there as well.
What are y'all drinking and smoking? We're smoking the Villiger exclusive, Cigar Club
I
Villiger
am drinking.
exclusive, box pressed.
Weller 107 store pick.
And I'm drinking the
From
end of the old Henry McKenna. Making a special trip to. Okay, why don't I know KW? Kentucky? That's KY. Oh, Key West. In April to pick up a few boxes of 84 Maduro. Yeah, I could ship them, but any chance to go. Yeah.
Never been to Key West. On my list, though. Would love to go down there.
Yeah, 84 Maduro is. You got asked it. He'll say no. He says no to. For the Selection Viejo. Maybe he's got it. I know he's got them there, but he just doesn't sell those bastards. But
haven't had one.
If you can buy a couple of like a 5-pack of Selection Viejo, Rob, it's money.
The ever-growing collection that Dave has yet to send me has a Selection Viejo in it.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that he still has.
But it's they're aging. You got to appreciate that. Most controversial take in all of Cigardom.
Yeah, that's a question.
You're gonna be better at controversial takes than I am. I'm too neutral.
I mean, there's so many. Lighting the cigar, soft flame versus torch versus cedar spill, which I'll never do. Cutting a cigar is a whole nother can of worms. I will say on some cigars you can tell a difference. Nothing much, but
yeah, that podcast we did with Vlad was very eye opening. When we had the straight cut versus V cut, that was really cool. I mean, I've smoked both cuts, but never like that. Like that.
I mean, the whole Cuban thing, that'll always be a controversy. I don't know if there's one like.
I think yours is
overarching controversy, if that makes sense. Everyone has their own opinion of everything. Yeah. Humidity.
That's how I took it. I took a personal opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know what you love to smoke and you know what you hate to smoke. What more really do you need? Right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess mine would just be if you like it, you like it. Who gives a shit what anyone else thinks about it? Same with like tasting notes, right? Like if you don't pick up any tasting notes in a cigar, but you enjoy the cigar, who gives a shit? Right?
Yeah.
You don't necessarily
and it is hard to pick up tasting notes. I mean, I still sometimes smoke cigars. I'm like, great flavor. Can I pinpoint what the hell it is? Hell no.
Nope. It's a good cigar. That's all that mattered.
There's also cigars I smoke, and I'm like, holy shit, that reminds me of
milk chocolate, like the example earlier.
19 years ago, I was smelling this in my kit. Like, you just get deja vu for some cigars, which I love, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Smoking past the band, I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily. I don't think I, honest to God, rarely smoke past the band.
Yeah, you don't. If it's burning great and it's not overheating, it's not harsh, it's not bitter, I'll smoke it until it either goes out and it's not enough to relight, or until it starts to get some of those harsh, bitter flavors.
Yeah,
and I'll put it out.
Yeah. If I'm smoking slow and it's an enjoyable cigar, sure, I might nub it. Rarely do. But that's also because it's usually probably a bigger cigar.
What cigar collaboration would I love to see in 2023? Man, that's a great question.
Not Fuente and Padron or whoever the hell did their.
Yeah, I was really disappointed. I was really disappointed.
What was that? Fuente and Padron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was I was really hoping that they would do a blended cigar together at a PCA, and it was literally just two different cigars. And cool, historic moment, but not what I wanted. I would love to. Oh no, that's already happened. I was going to say Kyle and Ostos, but he's already got multiple cigars out of La Isla. I'll tell you one. I would love, me personally, to work with Xochi Bobby out of KBF. I love KBF and the
well, he's not always at KBF, but yeah.
Correct. I love the tobacco that comes out of KBF. And I would love to do something with old Xochi Bobby, which could happen.
Old Uncle Bob.
Old Uncle Bob.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, I was thinking something with Kyle, obviously, but like Kyle and Haganorsa, but that, Guardian of the Farm already happened.
Mm-hmm. God, this pick is good.
I mean, like Lorenzo and Kyle putting their heads together could be cool.
Ooh, that'd be some.
Wouldn't happen because it doesn't need to, but
Kyle and Lorenzo coming out of Lorenzo's new factory in Nicaragua.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's tough, like you said, though. That's not something that needs to happen, but would be really fun to put their brains together and mash it. Steve, sometimes you bend a paperclip and stick it in the cigar. So I've got my perfect draw tool, which used to, if there's a bad draw or anything
someone
like
in
this.
The freaking jugular.
Oh, this motherfucker is sharp. But I'll use this as a nub tool.
Worst cigar story ever. Oh wait, did I miss somebody? Or are we good?
I think
no. I was in New Orleans last year and at a bar smoking. Then this chick took my cigar and smoked it with me. Oh, that's weird. Nope. A few days later, I got home and found out that I caught oral herpes. Oh,
I was about to say I thought about it before I read the rest of that sentence. That's a great way to catch.
Who the hell would do that?
Canker sore. Someone drunk. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
That's all of New Orleans for you. Yeah, I'm curious what the cigar was. I'm also curious where you were.
I mean, I've heard stories of like strip clubs, strippers grabbing and cutting and lighting your cigar. And I'm like, nope.
I mean,
no, thank you.
Go to strip clubs.
Nor I.
On a weekly basis, but
on a weekly basis. So a monthly basis. Okay, great.
Wow, that's quite interesting. Yeah, we haven't given our worst scenario. I don't really have one.
That's the thing. Like the Candela wrapper was the one that I thought of. I mean, I really don't think I've had like an experience where I'm smoking a cigar and maybe it's not the right place, or I don't have anything like someone taking a cigar out of my mouth and smoking it.
Worst cigar story ever. Oh, Joshy Clark. So far, smoking a cigar and the cap started to unravel after each puff until it started taking off the whole wrapper. I had to ditch it. Not as bad as Mr. Art, though. Yeah, that always sucks. It's like you can't do anything at that point. If it goes out, sure, relight it. If the draw's bad, perfect draw, or maybe cut it a little bit more. But when it unravels, that bitch is done.
Yep. You can try to kind of use a little bit of saliva to maybe try to like re-glue it down. I know with my perfect draw tool, I got some pectin that they use to actually put caps on and bands on, but that had dried up on me. So there are ways, but it's not worth the headache and toss it.
Thoughts on the Placencia factory fire? Yeah, I mean, obviously always horrible. It could have been a lot worse. I think out of all the factory fires I've heard of, that's probably the best case scenario, and it's still not obviously great or.
Yeah, they said that it wasn't going to affect much at all, which was great to see. Obviously, we had the Ventura factory fire a few months ago.
Probably a while ago.
Yeah, which hurt a lot.
Ices, but yeah. It's always, it sucks to hear about it, but I think they were on the better end of factory fires, if that's even a thing.
Yeah. What cigar would you turn into a woody and gladly smoke the whole thing? Not sure what a woody is.
Can't say that either.
I'll damn straight show you. This is my favorite Tatuaje. You can't see it. It's the Tatuaje Conju 2012. This cigar, I will 100% nub and burn my hands as long as it's not giving me burn issues.
Asking again. Oh, sorry, Josh. My bad. Yep. Thoughts on our friends Alec Bradley being sold? What does that mean for collabs? I've talked to both of those guys, and they're not on speaking on their behalf, but they're also trying to just conceptualize everything. Obviously, there's excitement from everyone involved. There's questions. Rob, they were acquired by STG. Papers were signed on Tuesday, which is super exciting.
Yep.
What does that mean for collabs? We don't know. They probably don't know yet. Everything's still so fresh, but obviously we're still doing fun things with Room 101, and they were acquired by STG last year, maybe even the year before. So I don't foresee a whole lot changing. Obviously a new management structure, et cetera, but yes, that is the latest
Up in the
news. I don't see it as a negative thing. Factories are going to still be utilized in the same capacity, and it's still pretty early to tell what will transpire.
Gotcha. The Woody by Oscar. It's funny. I've never smoked anything by Oscar. I know
I have.
I may have smoked the Leaf. I honestly, for the life of me, I cannot remember if I smoked that.
That was
but that's the one that immediately comes out to me by Oscar Valdez.
Yeah, we did that a while ago, and it was a good cigar. I would probably need to smoke it again to give a better answer.
That was the one that one makes me laugh and is always my litmus test when we ever smoke or introduce a cigar into a box. I wasn't with Cigar Club at the time, but I remember hearing that we had a lot of people confused on how to smoke that cigar because if you're unaware, it comes wrapped in a tobacco leaf that is just for presentation, and we had a lot of people unsure of how to smoke that cigar. So that one's always, whenever I think about introducing a unique or new cigar into a box, that's kind of my litmus test of, are we going to know how to smoke it?
Does anyone ever remember when you could go to the restaurant and they ask you smoking? Yeah, and the smoking section was here and the non was here, and I'm like,
it was maybe like a half glass that
like
it wasn't enclosed.
Curtain. Yeah, I do remember it, and it's crazy that was a thing. But that's also when we used to go to Pizza Hut and eat pizza at Pizza Hut. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore.
It is,
and I'm not even old.
Gosh, yes. Funny enough, we have blends coming to Griffin Eye tomorrow for customs with AB this year. So we've got to finalize and smoke through those and get those locked in. But yes, we are having customs coming out of or with Alec Bradley this year. Super excited.
Feels like AB sale is a bad thing, but everyone excited. I don't know, Steve. I don't know if I would agree with that completely. I've been a part of 2 acquisitions in my prior life, post Cigar Club career, and it's weird. You don't know what's going to happen for another couple months, and it's a little bit scary. And I wasn't even high up on the totem pole by any means. So I don't know one way or the other. They'll be fine. They're not going to distinguish the torch or whatever that is. And Alec Bradley will always be around. And if anything, maybe production will ramp up, and they'll continue to plug and chug.
Potentially gives them more access to factories that the door was closed for, or the door wasn't even considered. So that could result in, or more than likely will result in, some amazing cigars coming out of them.
Yeah.
SCG Group is one of the largest distributors of cigars. So
Behemoth.
It'll be interesting to see, but knowing those guys over there, they're going to come out swinging, and really looking forward to see what comes out of it.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah. Well, Steve, it's so weird. And before we wrap up, he says still can never smoke cigars in the smoking section, though. It absolutely baffles my mind whenever you go to a bar or whatever it may be that has a smoking section and it'll say no cigars. Like I think of when I go on a cruise, there's smoking sections. Like you could smoke in the casino, but you can't smoke cigars in the casino. You can only smoke them in outdoor areas. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'd much rather smell, and people that I've talked to that don't smoke cigarettes are like, I'd rather smell a cigar than a cigarette. I do not understand it and never will.
This is news to me. I thought there were 2 bands, but that myth is officially busted.
Yeah, buddy.
I thought it was 2. I thought it was the little line in between. I thought was separate. Whatever. 1 band, folks.
Just trust. Well, before we wrap up, because we are top of the hour here, Ramsey, spin the damn wheel. Let us know who won a 5-pack of the Villiger exclusive.
The Wheel of Destiny. Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh,
Oh,
Joshua Clark. Clapping and
so
everything.
close to Steve Wood, but not.
Well, Griff, what you can do, you can send him a little peek under the table, little side photo. He'll be happier with
I'll
that.
send him a picture of my shit.
I got nothing on that one.
Yeah, close, Steve, but
No cigar.
no cigar.
Do
Jay
you
Clark,
know
congratulations.
where that phrase came from?
What?
We're going to end this on a trivia note. Close but no cigar.
No, I don't.
You know the origins of that saying?
No.
So it came from back in the day. You used to be carnival prizes would be cigars, and so that's where that saying came: was close but no cigar.
Did not know that. Thank you very much.
That's why you haven't fired me yet.
Yeah, exactly. Your
Little things like
trivia is just so exciting.
Riveting. Yeah, Josh, shoot me an email and I'll get a 5-pack of that out to you, brother. Well, thank you again for joining us for the February Box Drop Live. We are going to be doing this again for March. It may be in April because I will be out that last week of March doing the Bourbon Trail. So we'll look to that beginning of April. We'll send out more information on that. But thank you again for all joining us. Until next time, Griff, happy smoking, brother.
Cheers.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.